Sorry about it being dark, but this is an important story. Inmate escapes from Costilla County Jail. So this is Johnathan Medina. Johnathan Medina. He is wanted. Now they're saying he's not dangerous. He stole some diesel fuel. So there's some charges. I don't know if they're misdemeanor, petty offenses, misdemeanors, or felonies. But he did jump out of a jail cell through a window, and apparently was skinny enough to slide through some bars at the window. And he's in northern Mexico somewhere. So Costilla County, Colorado is in south central Colorado. And they're saying he's not dangerous, so don't be worried. But if you see him, call, don't approach him or say anything to him. Just call the Costilla County Sheriff's Department. You probably should call 911, I think, actually, and call your local police. And or make a citizen's arrest, if you're tough enough. If you're tough enough. So that's who he is. That's what he looks like. Johnathan Medina. Let's read some of these details now. This is by Priscilla Wagner. Wagner, that's German, I believe. Inmate escapes from Costilla County Jail, ConejosCountyCitizen.com. An inmate held at the Costilla County Jail on multiple charges escaped Saturday, August 27th. So that's, 4 days ago, after being arrested Thursday, August 25th, for allegedly stealing diesel fuel. Right, allegedly, right? All are innocent until proven guilty from an area south of Fort Garland. Diesel fuel south of Fort Garland. I guess maybe they took it from a property. According to Costilla County Sheriff Danny Sanchez, at 4:08 p.m. on Saturday afternoon, Johnathan Medina had buzzed the jail's detention officer and reportedly said he needed to make a legal call in reference to making bond. The detention officer led Johnathan Medina, from his jail cell, who's the detention officer, to the area where he could place a phone call. Johnathan Medina then asked the officer if he could get a glass of water. According to Sanchez, the detention officer stepped into the next room when he heard a crashing sound. Oh, I need to make a phone call. All right. Can I get a glass of water? Fine. And then he heard a crashing sound. When the officer returned to where Johnathan Medina was located, he saw Medina going through the window. Now, there was a Medina that was running planning and zoning, and I think he's doing small business or something right now. I wonder if he's related to this Medina. He pushed out the screen, and the window where he got out has bars, Sanchez says. I'm told he's very, very skinny. Medina was being held on outstanding warrants, mainly for failure to comply in Costilla County, failure to appear. Failure to comply, to appear, to comply, as well as new charges of suspicion of second-degree criminal trespass. And I can understand they're like court charges. So what did it begin with? Criminal trespassing. Trespassing was their damage. He was trespassing. He was just on someone else's property. That's not the worst thing, but it is possession of a weapon by a previous offender. Okay. And theft of $750 to $2,000. So I guess he took about $1,000 worth of stuff. How was he able to get diesel fuel? Did he have a vehicle? Did he, have a bunch of, what did he have? Sanchez said documents were submitted to the judge to also charge Johnathan Medina with suspicion of escaping from jail. Suspicion. I'm pretty sure sometimes people use the word allegedly too many times. Sometimes he definitely escaped from jail. Maybe is it justified? No, he escaped from jail and he's wanted. He's wanted. Criminal mischief, class 3 misdemeanor. Criminal mischief is destruction of property, or stealing property, taking the value of it, or stealing. There's theft, mischief, and some other things. So, yeah, okay, I could see the theft stuff. He stole diesel fuel, trespassing, the weapon thing. Seems like it's mostly about the diesel fuel, and that's why they say this at the end. Law enforcement officials believe he is no longer in the area, may have traveled to northern New Mexico. How do they say that's not in the area? That's right freaking here. That's like, right there. From Fort Garland, it's not, 20-something miles, 30 miles, according to law enforcement. And he's got ties in the area, so he's hanging out at his, second aunt's. He's at the Taos Pueblo. And that they're only guessing. He could be like in Arizona or something too. According to law enforcement, Johnathan Medina is not considered to pose a significant threat to the public. Anyone who sees him is advised not to approach or attempt to make contact, but instead call the Costilla County Sheriff's Office at 719-589-5807. 719-589-5807. So, there you go. That's the story about Johnathan Medina. He may probably, if he didn't steal the diesel fuel, I don't know. I saw this one Western. I'll just end it off with this little story. I enjoy Westerns. I really like Westerns. Because you don't know about the different, who knows when the person's doing. There is a sheriff or a jailer who had a prisoner, but basically the prisoner knew that, he was under the jailer's supervision and wasn't supposed to go anywhere and was supposed to be taken to the judge on Tuesday or something. So he was supposed to stay right there. But there was no jail cell. He was just sitting in a room just by himself. And the jailer actually left. And somebody said something, why don't you, the jailer's not even here. You don't have handcuffs. You're not behind bars. Why don't you just go ahead and get the hell out of here? And he's like, thought about it, and he started walking out, and he's like, I'm not going to fall for that one. Because actually in Colorado law, there's a whole bunch of things that says that you have a right to, essentially, you have a right to get that arrest. You have a right to get that arrest, and actually everybody has a right to arrest this guy. When you see somebody who's been arrested by the sheriff, say Danny Sanchez had arrested him and then he's running off, Danny Sanchez could say, stop that guy. You can stop the person on your own account if it looks, that they're escaping, and basically use whatever force you need to use in order to make the arrest. So yeah, they very much frown on people trying to run away from jail around here. And also, if, he's well known, does hiding in New Mexico totally, and that's another thing, he's, looks, Caucasian. So, not sure what that's supposed to mean, but, there could be some implications.